The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Play action. Now Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at midfield. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
For midfield now, here's Wilson. It's a short one here. Complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they have to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the run is Tracy. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great job. Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here's Tracy, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Up the middle they go. Tracy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He was tackled.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 27 yards. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Cowboys 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got his man on the out route. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options. He just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think we could easily read his mind there. There was just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running it.
And I love the way that they covered all the gaps. You know, we can do all the lettering and the numbering and all those things, but those run fits that we talk about all the time, each person fitting in the proper spot on defense, you see the end result when they do that.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To the air with McCarthy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's 3rd and 6. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Weaver. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Hands it off out of the gun. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
Wilson now off the bootleg. From the left side, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Dallas.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the line game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
Now a second and 6.
To number 86. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wilson. Down inside the 10. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First down. First and goal, Dallas.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
It's a loss of 1.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to... Now Brian Schottenheimer not happy on the sideline, and he's going to throw the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up second and 4.
A handout for Warren. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Wilson. That's downfield. He's got Phantom. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught right side. It's Warren. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's a gain of 7.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Completes this to Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
McCarthy going to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
42-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. Now second down and a few inches.
10 more yards. Complete to Ty Felton. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They'll stick with the passing game. Looks to throw. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
At the 15-yard line.
Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the Vikings, first down.
And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. Here now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Out of the end zone.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big play.